Welcome to the Week 11 late game halftime with Harmon stream. We are live in New Orleans right now. The Eagles and Saints are playing. The Saints have played a fantastic game, and we're in Walk-Ons right now, one of the best sports bars in America. Drew Brees, actually a co-owner of this establishment, and we're going to talk about the Eagles and Saints game. And actually, we're going to bring on a fan right now, if I can grab my friend here, to jump on the show.
What's up, man?
Tell everybody your name.
Jared Fowler, how you doing?
We are doing good, Derek. We want to bring you on because you are a Saints fan, you're a fantasy football fan, you play on Yahoo, which is, of course, the correct platform to play on.
You saw my team.
Absolutely.
You saw my trade that I did a couple of weeks ago as well.
We're gonna talk your trade, but first, I want to get your thoughts on the first half. The Saints have obviously played a great game. They're leading going into halftime. What have you seen so far?
I like how Drew's taking a really good advantage of the offense. I like how the defense is stuffing the run, and we are actually controlling their passing game, which is really suspect going into this game. Lattimore had a really good interception in the end of the first quarter, beginning of the second quarter. I don't know, I've had a few drinks since then, so we're looking good. I took the Saints in my survivor pool this week, so hopefully we can keep it going for the second half.
Yeah, the Saints have been great. You and I were talking earlier. Yeah. I really think the Saints are the best team in the NFC. Obviously, I'm out in L.A. I know the Rams very well. I'm going to be watching that game tomorrow if I do survive the rest of this New Orleans trip, which is not a guarantee, by the way. I'm going to be watching that game tomorrow. I'm excited to see it, but I think the Saints right now are the most well-rounded team. They have two great running backs. They have, a Hall of Fame quarterback. Let me ask you, is Drew Brees the MVP of the NFL?
He should be. Like Mahomes shouldn't even be sniffing Drew Brees' shot, to be honest with you. Drew Brees has got 21 touchdowns and one interception going into this game. He threw one touchdown in the first half, so he's got 22 touchdowns, one interception. Okay, so he's got 23 touchdowns and one interception going into there. Like, Mahomes shouldn't even sniffing Drew Brees' jock, to be honest with you. I'd be dead serious.
Yeah.
Mahomes has got a lot of good players around him. He's got Kareem Hunt. He's got Tyreek Hill on the outside. Here we've got two good running backs. We got Kamara and Ingram, and then Mike Thomas on the outside. Drew Brees is throwing passes to Kirkwood. Come on. He's got 3 targets with him in the first half. Like, seriously. Come on. Drew Brees is the MVP.
Think about this. I do this professionally for a living. My job is to know as much about football as possible. And Tank Williams was here earlier, who we did the first halftime stream with. He and I, he's like, hey, somebody named Kirkwood just caught a pass for the Saints. Do you know who that is? I was like, I have no idea who that human being is. I mean, Drew Brees has top-level talent, yes, but the rest of the roster is very much dependent on him.
It is, and it really depends on where you got to be. He throws to windows. He doesn't throw to specific people. He throws to tight windows. If you can get to that window, he will get you the ball. I was really excited. I thought Brandon Marshall was going to be playing this game today, and then he came up inactive.
Right.
So, which doesn't shock me. He doesn't know the offense. I mean, granted, he's been with 10 different teams in 10 years and so many different offensive coordinators, and it didn't shock me, so I'm hoping to see him Thanksgiving night against Atlanta, which I really think is going to do some havoc, being our team's number 2, number 3 receiver.
Yeah, for sure. That's great. All right. I know you have been waiting to get to this moment right now. Let's talk about your trade.
Yes, indeed.
Let's talk about your trade. Okay, so it's a 4-for-3 deal. I want you to recap who's on your side. Or no, let's talk who you gave away and then who you got back.
All right, so I gave up Jared Goff, Robert Woods, Golden Tate, and Corey Davis. Yep. It was right after
all good players, pretty good players.
It was after Jared Goff had that 5-touchdown game. Robert Woods caught 2 of those touchdowns. I'm like, okay, so I got to sell high. So I went and talked to Kevin, you suck. So we're going to tell his story. Don't mouth anything. Anyway,
I said he sucks. He sucks.
I know, he does. Anyway, so he traded me Gurley, Russell Wilson, and Nelson Aguilar for those 4 players back in the beginning of October, something like that. And I'm sitting in 5th place right now. I'm beating the shit out of
All right.
whoever the hell I'm playing, but I really don't care because, like, I'm sitting pretty for the playoffs, and if I don't win the playoffs, I shouldn't be playing fantasy football. I've got Saquon Barkley, I've got Russell Wilson, I've got stud receivers. Like, if I don't win, then I don't know.
Maybe just some bad luck. But the thing, Derek told me about this trade earlier, and the reason I loved it so much is because it inhabits one of my core philosophies in fantasy football, which is, look, I guarantee you that his friend was like, oh, I'm getting 4 players back for 3. But you got the best part of the deal, which is Todd Gurley. Exactly. And you paired him with Saquon Barkley, like the ability to have, is it a PPR league, half PPR?
Half PPR.
Yahoo Standard, baby.
Yeah.
The ability to pair like 2 elite level producing RB1s on a same roster like that it's unheard of. So easy win trade. Awesome. Thank you for playing fantasy football on Yahoo. And Derek, thank you so much for joining me today. Before you go, I got to ask you one more question, which is the most important question. What are you drinking?
I am drinking an IPA. I drank a Juicifer.
I was going to say, you bought me this, so tell me what we're drinking.
Yeah, I bought you I can't remember an Envie, ENVIE IPA from it was some brewery in Broussard, Louisiana. It's really, really good. I'm not drinking the same thing you are, but I'm still drinking an IPA.
Well, we're drinking together, my friend. We're watching football together. The New Orleans Saints are crushing the Eagles. I love it. We're having a great first half.
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you so much. Enjoy
Absolutely.
the second half.
You too.
All right, my friend. Thank you.
All right.
Welcome to the internet.
Yeah, you're right. How are you going to get that?
Yeah. We are going to bring on some more guests here. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're having a blast here at Walk-Ons. 24/7, the New Orleans Saints lead the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's been a fun game so far. I really love the fact that we've seen Josh Adams. I mean, on the Eagles side, let's talk one positive sign with the Eagles here. Josh Adams has had a nice game. He's gone 5 for 40 yards and a touchdown. He's been incredible. It's been a lot of fun to see him. And we are actually going to be joined by another fan here. Hello, can you tell everybody your name?
Lisa Maziers.
Lisa, and you play fantasy football on Yahoo, correct?
I do, yes.
Can you tell me some of the highlights on your team? Especially before you're going to tell me the highlights, but I do want to hear about your big play today, which was, I complimented you on it because I would have not even done it. Yeah, so let's talk about your team.
So I've been hit or miss with my team, unfortunately, but you told me who was my best player I started today?
Well, you had a lot.
Burton.
You have Trey Burton going in Sunday night's game, but the exciting play that you made was Peyton Barber, which I did our running back fearless forecast this week. I literally pulled up a video for Lisa of me saying, like, don't start Peyton Barber, and I also was like, well, he's got 22 points for you.
And I started him.
So why are you such a genius? Why did you decide to start Peyton Barber?
So I went through the stardom sit-on things, and I went through who everybody's matches were, and I was like, I'm going to start him. He was the guy I'm like, I feel confident, and I'm going to do it, and I'm just going to roll with the dices, and I'm going to go with it. So I did it. I rolled the dice, and I went with it. So,
I love it. You did it. It was fantastic. It was a great play.
My stomach thing, you just got to do this, and it's got to happen, and
look,
I did it.
It's funny. Football is such a volatile sport.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to predict week to week. I mean, I do this for a living. I was telling my last guest that there's some guy that caught a pass for the Saints today that I've never even heard of. I mean,
that is true. That is
Kirkwood or whatever. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like, who is that guy?
I'm like, who is this player?
Yeah.
I study football professionally. I don't even know who you are. That's how volatile of a game this is.
Yeah.
So sometimes, as much as
You just have to go with your gut.
exactly, sometimes analysts like me are constantly saying do this or do that, but sometimes you just got to go with your gut. So Lisa, that was awesome. Congratulations on smashing in fantasy this week.
So far, I'm winning.
And she's got a 65% chance to win per the Yahoo Sports app, which, of course, you should all be playing fantasy football on. Come on, what are you doing if you're not? And I do want to ask you one more question before you leave. You and your friend who I've met at the bar here, you guys are both Buffalo Bills fans?
Buffalo, die hard, Bills Mafia!
Look at that, Bills Mafia. We're in a bar in New Orleans, a playoff team, one of the best teams in the NFL, and we're talking about the Bills, which is fantastic. What's your take on what's going to happen with the Bills the rest of this year, but more importantly, what's going to happen going forward?
I really hope and pray to God that they do not start Josh Allen, that they just let him set out the rest of the year and just go with their, and just get the best draft pick next year.
I like it. All right. Well, you didn't bring your beer over here, but you do have a beer over there. Well, I got. Yeah, of course. My question to every guest is, what are you drinking? What are you drinking?
IPA you're drinking.
The Juicifer IPA.
Yes, thank you.
I love it. All right, Lisa, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right. Well, here we are. It's been an incredible trip in New Orleans. Halftime with Harmon. How many more minutes do we have left? I don't even know. It's great to say, but I think we've got a lot of interesting action to watch in the rest of Week 11. So you think about the NFL, what's going on right now. We are about to see four of some of the best teams that are out there right now. You think about the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Minnesota has a great quarterback in Kirk Cousins who's thrived behind a bad offensive line. You think about Mitchell Trubisky, who has exceeded all expectations this year. That's a game I'm really excited to watch. To be honest with you, I'm probably going to watch it Monday morning because, as you can see, I've had plenty of beers here at Walk-Ons. I have to be on a plane at 9:50 local time tonight. I'm going to get back at 11:40 p.m. LA time, so I'll probably be watching most of that game tomorrow, but I am excited to see it. I'm excited to learn more about Mitchell Trubisky. I'm excited to learn more about this Vikings offense if they are, in fact, a true contender. Because, look, with Washington losing their starting quarterback today, there's a lot of room in the playoff mix. The Panthers dropped another game today. If the Vikings go on a run, they could be the 5th or 6th seed in the playoffs. So they have a chance to improve here. They have a chance to fight the Bears for the division. The Bears, too, they also really could make a lot of headway here. They really could make a lot of headway here if they win this game. I'm excited to see Trubisky, Allen Robinson, all the guys there. And lastly, of course, our Monday Night Football game. Think about that game going forward. This is going to be a potential Super Bowl preview. This is going to be Patrick Mahomes and Jared Goff going toe-to-toe, Kareem Hunt, Todd Gurley, all kinds of impressive NFL players. It's going to be Monday Night Football. What you want to do for that show is you want to follow me on Twitter at @MattHarmon_BYB. You want to follow the fantasy handle at Yahoo Fantasy to get all the latest updates, to get all the action. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Makes them fumble more.
Being a part of the fantasy
it makes
football
them
community.
Think about it too much. And
NFL Twitter community
run.
and engaging. Make sure you're following this show on Twitch. Make sure you're following us on YouTube, Yahoo Sports, Fantasy Football at Yahoo Fantasy on Twitter, Yahoo Sports Fantasy on Facebook. That's where you can get this show every single week. We are having a lot of fun here with Halftime with Harmon, and I want to give a shout out to Walk-Ons for hosting us this week. It's been an incredible experience. I've eaten a po' boy yesterday, a po' boy today. I am so fat right now, and I need to get the hell out of this city. So for me, Matt Harmon, for Yahoo Sports, for my guests Derek and Lisa, we're out of here.